Welcome back to Let's Play Manhunt. For our third scene in a row, we are starting off with tutorial text. So let's take the advice and kick the can. Up this stairway is a shadowy room full of painkillers in case we screw this up.
Go on!
But we've taken care of business. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, our hero, James Earl Cash, is starring in a snuff film. That's why this is a stealth game where running in front of the cameras doesn't lead to an alarm. If you're not familiar, snuff films are videos recorded of actual murders, specifically for the titillation and sexual arousal of their viewers. Delightful. Now, as the tooltip indicates, falling from a distance will make a loud noise, and the demonstration there failed to arouse a hunter's attention, so we should theoretically be in the clear. However...
So, here I am again, standing around like a prick.
Yeah, that's just Manhunt's way of making sure you're still playing attentively.
Over there to snap your neck.
Since we indeed are, we will now be able to lure this hunter over to the bathroom, where there's a bit of shadow. And he will soon give up his search, allowing us an advantageous position. Now, knowing that Cash is basically being forced to be a porn star here, sort of makes this even more unsavory than it already was, if that's possible. At least Cash is making out a little better than his co-stars.
Great. You're getting a real taste for this.
Perhaps. Now, the thing about snuff films is they've never actually been proven to exist. Not even by Charlie Sheen, who once reported one to the FBI, which turned out to just be a particularly grisly Japanese horror film called Flowers of Flesh and Blood. Oh, by the way, I hope you like jump scares. Because... yeah, there's one now.
Hey, you! You're dead meat!
Alright, with that little problem out of the way. That's probably good advice on the wall over there. But for now, though, we gotta bust the lock. We can hear a hunter whistling off in the distance. See him on the radar. We're being informed of how to strike walls in order to lure hunters. But it's not working. Yeah, no one's coming. This guy's another jump scare, isn't he? Yeah, maybe next time don't whistle while you're trying to plan an ambush, jerk.
God damn! I'm beat, man!
Oh, you're about to be beat.
Where are you?
Finish him.
You think you're real clever, huh?
Yeah, I've been saving this one, because this is one of my favorite executions. Yeah, that's what you get for being the second consecutive jump scare.
Doing great, kid. Grade A stuff. Now, find your way to the cellar door.
Now, this room is a pretty significant step up in difficulty from what we've seen previously. That's why we've been given this new item type. And we pretty much have to learn how to master it in this room if we want to survive it. We can see a hunter wandering off into that building in the corner there. There's another coming up the stairs. that we saw in the cutscene that there's one guarding the cellar door, which we can assume is at the bottom of that staircase.
Here I am hanging like a limp.
So if we place the lure in just such a way, it goes right up that alley there.
He's over here somewhere.
Yeah, we can drag both of the hunters from that small area away from the door we are trying to get to, and that isolates this fella.
Take him.
And with a brutally efficient execution, should just barely be able to sneak through. Those chained gates, we now see the purpose of them, which is to make a lot of noise when hunters are about. Fortunately, we seem to be far enough out of hunter range that they're not really going to worry about us anymore. This room seems to be clear, so we can proceed with caution. And that's why. So this counts as shadow. This room with the hole in the ceiling has a bunch of lighting equipment. Apparently a key grip has recently been through here. That's fortunate because it reduces the hunter's ability to see. Now to remind you about the red execution here. Not that you really needed a reminder. I'm sure that's plenty memorable on its own. And I have a feeling we'll need this. But before we take him too far, there's another group of hanging bodies. I wanted to show off that they have collision. As well as making a ton of noise that actually does damage. And very rarely can you use that to your advantage. So stalking around these things can be a real pain in the ass. Best to avoid it where possible. Also, the game's manual, which is presented as a snuff film order form, amusingly enough, lists a film called The Hoods Take Carcer, which you can imagine this might be a reused set from. Anyway, moving on. Don't want to leave behind our friend.
Just the waiting. Always the waiting.
Now, before we check out what's up this staircase, gonna want to do that solo. That's a good thing I did, because there's two guys fast approaching.
Me, just standing. Didn't see me, but I heard you. Oh,
So hopefully when they turn the corner, they will see their fallen comrade come running to investigate. Unfortunately, we lured the guy who was guarding the door we've previously broken through and ran past. Now, if you were extremely observant, you would have noticed a third yellow triangle on the radar.
better show himself.
Very important to take stock of that, knowing that there's 3 enemies on the top level. The section between rooms here counts as gravel, so you cannot stalk through that and hope to perform an execution. You will be caught. If you want to execute someone, you have to get them in this room first. And of course, you'd have to isolate them, which is nigh impossible since the entire cavalry has decided to join us.
How's it going, Chief?
With that heart-stopping escape, because they very nearly heard the gravel sound, we can just leave them there to wander around looking for us.
Shit, I mean, where'd that come from, huh?
We better see some action.
Like I said, we know there's a third guy up here,
One woman waiting
and we can't see him, so he has to be around that corner.
Here I come. Yes, I am. Gonna get you.
There he is. Unfortunately, one of the guys downstairs overheard us. So we gotta make sure he's not here yet while I start stalking this guy.
Hit right now. Just a little something.
Oh, this timing is gonna be tight. Looks like... Oh god. That was a heart attack. First time I saw that. And we were overheard. We gotta break through quick. Oh. Okay, we made it.
Get ready, boys. He's coming.
Quite an explosive finale. And we were rescued from our hood pursuers by something far worse, it would seem. Just barely made the time limit by 5 seconds, and we were at least 2 executions short of getting the full style points, so no way that was happening in the time limit. This one is actually extremely difficult to 5-star. And I suppose next time we're going to find out where we're being taken. Some new area where new horrors surely await. Hope to see you there.